Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm a woman who's worn many hats in the world. I've been a social worker, designer, photographer, power engineer, student. But I think my most important role that I've taken on is as collaborator. That's the one that speaks here. That's the one that makes sense in the world. That's the one that's driving me today. So before I go into the story of how 250 people last year made the Temple of Flux and continued on to make the Flux Foundation, I want you to imagine this group of people. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine standing up with me today, surrounding me today, are 250 people that are designers, engineers, architects, cooks, waitresses, unemployed, teachers. I want you to imagine that diverse group of people. These people came together last year to create the Temple of Flux. And the most exciting thing is we're continuing to make work today. These people's skills range from the expert fabricator to the novice builder, the person who had never held a power tool. These 250 people created something amazing. A beautiful temple, but more importantly, they created a community, and 250 people walked away last year considering themselves an artist. And that's beautiful. So if you haven't already opened your eyes, open them again. So as I talk here today, I'm just telling the story of a group of 250 people. It's just me here, but I imagine them all with me. So last year, Burning Man offered us the Temple Project. They offered it to myself and long-term collaborator Rebecca Anders and amazing architect and space cowboy Peter Kimmelman. We brought on a couple of amazing key people, Katie McGee, who held it all together, and Colin Hemrick, who is our amazing wrangler and extraordinaire cheerleader. She's done it for many years, and it was amazing to bring her on. The Temple Project was started by David Best, and it's been given over to a handful of people to keep up that tradition and create the spiritual center of our city. Last year, we kind of had a crazy idea. We shook things up a little bit. We decided instead of going with architecture, we would be inspired by the very landscape that surrounds the Black Rock Desert. The very land that I've been here for 15 years making work and just being inspired by these mountains. We decided to let that create and inform our project. And it was big. It was kind of stupid at first. How are we able to do this? We decided we were going to create 5 landforms ranging from 12 feet tall to 40 feet tall. We used wooden roller coaster design, skateboard ramp design to inform the scope of it. And it had a footprint equivalent to a football field. On top of that, Burning Man generously gave us about 1/3 of our budget, but we had to raise 2/3 of it. We used Kickstarter campaigns, we used a friends and family fundraiser, and with many people around us, many of the sound camps, Brass Tacks, Space Cowboys, District, and they helped us throw 30 different parties. And we had to do this in 4 months. Now looking at it now from a distance, I'm like, yeah, that was really crazy, but we did it anyway. And how were we able to pull this off? I used that word earlier, collaboration. And that was the key thing, collaboration. And a collaboration focused on not just getting a group of people together and saying, this is your role, this is your role, this is your role, but a collaboration focused on the process. What do you want to do? What do you want to step up and try? Do you want to lead a section? allowing people to kind of come up and create their own roles. And we did this through teaching people, empowering people to teach others, and creating leadership spaces for people who desired to do it, or maybe people we cajoled into doing it because they were really needing it. They were going to be good at it. Because the important reason to focus on the process is we were going to burn it. And if we just walked away burning it without having something in the end, I think we were losing a great opportunity. Because not only were we creating public art, we were creating public artists. I think the importance of looking at projects like this, the importance of telling our story, is we have a whole world out there with some big monumental problems. And I think when looking at ways to collaborate and focus on the process, those problems don't seem so big. When collaborating in this manner, I see people reconnecting to their maker minds, igniting their creativity, and innovating their spirits. I see people being able to do impossible things. And I think this is important for our future. I think this is an amazing process that we've created. And I'm excited to keep doing work with this group of people. We've already done 3 projects together. We have more on the way. And before I bid you adieu today, I actually want the Flux crew that's here today to sort of stand up. There's a lot of us here today, and we're continuing to work together. Thank you.